Hi, I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be, does body count matter or character? I've got an email. This guy, he is 27. His girlfriend is 26. And they've been dating for about 8 months now. And recently, they had some lovey-dovey moments. Lots of I love yous were exchanged. And so they got on to talking about a topic that I did a video. It was on Instagram TV a few months back with Caroline, and we talked about that. And it's when somebody asks you your body count, especially a woman, you should keep your mouth shut. It's not a good conversation to have because whatever you tell her, when you have a disagreement or a falling out, it's going to get used against you. And vice versa. If she tells you all her dirty history, there's nothing good that's going to come from that. However, you do want to kind of know her dating history, her relationship history, and how she's interacted. Did she cheat on those spouses or boyfriends? Or also her family background. What were her parents like? Were her parents lying and cheating on each other? Because really, you're trying to determine what the character is of the person that you're with. Obviously, a big thing in the red pill community, they make a big deal out of body count, as if marrying a virgin is going to assure that you're going to spend your life in marital bliss with somebody who's loyal and faithful to you. Well, a lot of guys got married to women with low body counts or no body counts, and they got cheated on anyways. So what really matters is a person's level of character and integrity, and do their words and actions match? And if their words and their actions don't match, then pretty much everything they say is suspect. And this is so super important. You got to make sure that they have similar goals, similar values, and that they actually have integrity. In other words, if she tells you something, will she follow through on it? Or will she tell you a bunch of flowery BS and not follow through on any of it? For me personally, I like people that say what they mean and mean what they say. And people that talk a lot of shit, because a lot of people in this world put on a phony facade and it'll blow a bunch of sunshine up your ass, and they don't mean a single word of it because their actions never match the flowery words and language. And too many of us get caught up in all the promises and, oh, you're great, you're this, you're that, you're amazing. And then when you look at what the person does, it never matches. So let's go, because this conversation always just, even some of the videos I did back with Gracie and Chunky and this and Jennifer, it sends so many dudes into orbit. And usually the guys that get their feelings in a bunch are dudes with low body count and aren't very successful with women. And so it's a way to belittle women and make themselves feel better about the fact that they can't get laid in essence. But the only thing that really matters is what's the integrity level? Because, like I said, lots of dudes had the experience of marrying somebody with low body count and they got cheated on anyways, multiple times. If you marry a liar, you're constantly going to be lied to. That's just who they are. So let's go through his email. It says, "Hi, Coach. I've been seeing this woman for about 8 months now. She's charming, beautiful, and we have great, intelligent conversations together. I'm 27 and she's 26. She's the first relationship I have had since my divorce and has helped me through a very difficult time in my life. We have both reached the I love you stage. She said it first, actually. I have strong feelings for her, but especially after a particular conversation we had about her past, I have been focused on what I view as red flags." As you should be, because the vetting process continues. It really should always continue, because if you've been together 10 years and they're lying and cheating to you, what does it really matter? If you ignore the red flags, you're going to experience pain. You're trying to determine, is this person good for me? Are they good to me? Are they good for my soul? Can I believe what they say? Will they follow through on what they say? And if they don't, you shouldn't be surprised if you keep them around if they keep dicking you around. Because people typically don't change who they are. They may become a better version of who they are, but they don't change who they are. We were talking about our past sexual history. She is only the third woman I have slept with. Obviously, he was married for a while. She was very hesitant to tell me exactly how many men she had slept with, but it finally came out. So obviously, you kept digging and digging and digging. Like I said, it's never a good conversation to have, because the thought, and especially if you know who some of these dudes were, and you're like, you slept with that guy? Oh man, you dated that guy? Oh. She met the man she would eventually marry and have 2 kids with when she was only 18. She admitted going through a party phase before meeting him and having sex with 12 men. Apparently, before she even turned 18, she would go to a local bar and pick up guys. Ooh. So I don't know if you just heard that. So I think somebody upstairs or downstairs has a new puppy, and the puppy is just howling and whining, probably because he doesn't like being left at home. Maybe you could pick that up in the microphone. You never know what kind of weird sounds are gonna happen when I'm filming a video newsletter. Used to have trains and all. Oh man, fire engines. Says, this bothered me a lot, but I tried to not let it show. She could tell it bothered me, so she quickly changed the subject. Yeah, it's just never a good subject to have. My main question is this: does body count matter? Not really. Because again, just because she's got a low or no body count doesn't mean she's not a liar and a cheater. You have to look at the integrity level. You got to look at the family history. What are the people like that she surrounds herself with? What are her friends like? Are her friends ratchets and are constantly lying and cheating on their boyfriends or the people that they're dating or their spouses for that matter? You are who you associate with. If you lie down with a dog, you're going to get fleas. It's the way it is. So to me, unless you've slept with it's a girl that slept with like hundreds of dudes, that's somebody that just doesn't value themselves. But you don't really know what she was going through and what she was thinking. Maybe she was rebelling. Maybe your parents were very controlling. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is to that. As far as what was her... The only thing that matters is what's she doing now. What's her character like? What are her friends like? What's her family like? How has she treated you? Does she say what she means and mean what she says? Or does half the time when she tells you she's going to do something, does she not follow through? Does the fact that she was only a teenager doing this reflect on her character? I don't know. Maybe she was going through a rough time. Maybe she had broken up with a boyfriend and had her heart broken. I don't know. Don't know. Who is she now? If she was the promiscuous, or if she was this promiscuous, in my opinion, when she was younger, is it possible she has moved past this? Absolutely. Or could this simply be a part of her personality, making her someone I shouldn't trust? Well, the only way you would know if she's somebody that you can't trust is if she does untrustworthy things. Does she lie to you? Does she tell you she's going to do something and then do the opposite of that? Has she told you one thing and then a few months later the truth comes out and the actual truth is opposite of what she told you? That's what really matters. What's her character? Somebody who always tells you the truth and is honest and doesn't feel like they have anything to hide, well, and their actions match their words, obviously they're probably trustworthy. He says, am I being too old-fashioned or should I jump ship based on this? I think you should continue. It's 8 months down the road and you're in love with this girl. You're not going to just ditch her over your fears and your suspicions. The only reason to ditch her is she lying to you? Is she cheating on you? Is she inviting attention from other men all the time? These are the things that matter. What's her character? What's her integrity? How does she operate with you? And at the end of the day, she's got 2 kids at this point, and having children makes you grow up. I don't care who you are, man or woman. When you got other little people, little beings depending on you, you're going to get your shit together more, even if you were a total fuck up before that. Kids can be great. And I know a lot of guys from the red pill community absolutely hate single mothers. All you do is complain about and cry about them and whine about them. And I'm sure that some douchebags will be in the comments going, oh, she bugs the streets. She's a single mom. Screw her. The guys that are saying that are the incels. Those are the guys that ain't getting laid by anybody. So you can just tune them out. We happily block them and mute them. And then go on down the road and go to some other community and crap all over other human beings to make themselves feel better about themselves. I'm not going to put up with their bullshit here. I don't fucking need it. So, like I said, I continue to vet, see what happens, see what her integrity level is. How does she operate now? If she's been a great girlfriend and been amazing and her words and actions have always matched for 8 months, then you shouldn't be giving her shit about it. You should appreciate the fact that she was honest with you. I mean, at the end of the day, all you have to do is look at what people do, not what they say. That's the only thing that really matters. And applying what's in 3% Man, because it brings out the best and the best right away, and it brings out the worst and the worst right away. And when somebody thinks that you trust them implicitly, they're going to tell you things that they normally wouldn't tell you. So as long as she feels safe and comfortable to really open up and share and bare her soul to you, then that's the conditions that you want. If she thinks you trust her implicitly, is she talking to other guys? Is she giving out her number? Is she texting other dudes or old boyfriends? Those are the things that matter. If she's not doing any of that shit and she hasn't given you any reason not to trust her, then you should be loyal and faithful to her and give her the benefit of the doubt. But I dated her for a couple years before moving in or getting married or anything like that, or starting a family with her, because it's still new. You're in the honeymoon phase right now. You're still learning this stuff, and you're going to have to take at least another 6 months or a year or more to really make an intelligent, informed decision about this. And that's the reality. And don't listen to these douchebags in the red pill community, because they don't know their asshole from a hole ground anyways. So if you got a question or a challenge, you need to get my help, go to understandingrelationships.com, click the products tab at the top of your screen, and book a coaching session with yours truly. Until next time, I will talk to you soon.